Hi friends, I'm Miss Gina at the Fayetteville Public Library, and today's Kids Create is a fun one. We're going to be making some fall sun catchers. I love this activity because it combines two of my favorite things, arts and crafts and going outside. So the first thing that you'll need to do for this Kids Create is to go outside and collect your materials. You can go ahead and collect any fallen leaves that you find, or if your parents or your caregivers say you can pull a few things off of a tree or a bush in your backyard or your front yard. You can be really adventuresome and go on a walk to do this, or you can explore some of the great trails around the area. In order to collect your items, you might want to go ahead and take a collection board with you. This is a great idea I got from our partners at Art Feeds. You just go ahead and take a really long piece of yarn, tape it on the back side of your board, wrap it around a few times, and then tape the other end to the back of the board, and you can walk around and put everything inside. It's wonderful. Then once you get home, you'll collect all your materials and you'll make a sun catcher. This activity is perfect to do with a variety of ages and skill levels because you can do lots of different things. If you have an older child, you might want to talk about mandalas or do something that has a really intricate design or fun design. If your child is a little bit smaller or just likes to play with color, you can do something a little bit more haphazard or, just really spontaneous. You can also add another element of fun by trying to make faces out of the material that you've collected. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll let you know what materials you need. After you collect your natural materials, you'll want to gather all the materials you'll need from home. That would include a paper plate, some scissors, yarn, a hole puncher, some contact paper. Then you're ready to begin. So the first step is to go ahead and cut a hole in the paper plate. You might want to do this for a really young child, but older children can do this themselves. The next step is to put the contact paper on the paper plate. So you can cut the contact paper into squares that fit that hole. You may also want to go ahead and cut a circular shape. It will look nicer on the front side. But I just used a square on the back. I peeled it away and I stuck it on the back of the paper plate. As you put down the contact paper, you might realize that your square sticks out past it. Just go ahead and use some scissors and just cut off those little edges that might poke out from behind the paper plate. Once you finish with that, you're ready to decorate. This is when you can be as creative as you want. I chose to do a mandala. Once you're finished decorating, now's the time to grab the other piece of contact paper. When you stick it on top of the design that you created, this is not only going to keep those petals and leaves in place, but it's going to preserve them too, so you can enjoy this for some time. Then go ahead and punch a hole at the very top of your design. This is where you're going to string some yarn through it so that you can actually hang it in your window. Make sure you cut a piece of thread that's long enough for the area that you've picked to hang up your design. Once you've threaded your yarn through, go ahead and make a loop at the top and you're ready to hang up your artwork. This is one design that my daughter did, and this is an example of a face that I created with the leaves that we collected. Once you've created your beautiful decorations, don't forget to hang them in the windows. I hope that you enjoyed making these fall sun catchers. Please join us in our next Kids Create.